Welcome, guys. The video that we're going to share today is not by any means professional opinions. There are personal opinions. My name is Cerise and my co-host is Donnie.
Hello everybody, I'm Donnie. Again, this is Cerise. I'm from the United States. Cerise is from Canada. This is our very first YouTube recording. Our very first, it's a brand new channel. We're going to give you some of our personal opinions on some videos, and please comment below and let us know what you think. You know, you want us to add anything in the future? You want us to take something out? Let us know. You want me to take my shirt off while I'm recording? Hey, let me know.
Yes, ladies. And guess what, guys? We're in the Dominican Republic. We are living paradise lifestyle. But these videos are not only going to be about the Dominican Republic. They're going to be about crazy relationships, true crime even. And, you know, I am a soul coach. So, you know, I help people with their lives and stuff like that. But again, this is not going to be professional opinions. We're just going to like knock it out the ballpark. And you're retired, right?
Yes, I'm a retired, I'll just say law enforcement. I won't say what field, although I am very proud of my accomplishments in my field. I'll get into that later, some other day, some other podcast, but not today.
Like when you guys are more interested in a Q&A about us.
There you go.
Yeah. All right, guys. So without any further ado, we're going to get into today's video. Now, here in the Dominican Republic, we see a lot of couples. And some of those couples are...
some of them are like odd couples, and some of them are normal couples, and some of them are abnormal couples. Some of them are like, if you get a book of couples, they're here.
I like that.
Book of couples.
That's it. We see so many different people, but the more common ones that we see are people who have huge age gaps. So you may see an older man with a younger woman and vice versa. So that's what we're actually going to watch today. Two different videos. One with an older man and a younger woman. One with an older woman and a younger man. Let's go. Guys, make sure you comment down below what you think. Yeah. So, Donnie, I'm going to let you start this one off because I'm really interested to see what you think about it.
I don't know where to start. I'm just going to start here. First of all, if you look at his face when the video starts, he's like, you know, what the hell am I doing here? You know, you told me we were going to the store, and here we are. This looks like a soul. This is not a store. It's a Soul Train line. Like he on, you know, what's the name? Soul Train. You know,
Soul Train.
Like he's looking around, and then all of a sudden, I guess he realizes, oh, let me, you know. But it's totally. That's, I don't know. That's crazy.
You know, and this is like, I love what you said though, because it's like, it's almost like he had a dementia moment.
Yeah, he's like,
not making fun of him, but it's like he's like, oh yeah, I'm getting married. Oh, let me smile. You know, I mean, this is a very old man. And no offense to anyone out there that is elderly watching this video. I'm not poking fun at age. I actually admire the man. He is doing something for his life. And what went through my mind was, maybe this man has no children. maybe this man just wants to enjoy the last bit of his life, and he knows that she's marrying him for financial upkeep. But at the same time, he could be benefiting something from it as well, because he may not have a lot of time left. Maybe his money is not even going to be gifted to anyone or going anywhere after he dies. I think it's clear that he has some kind of money.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's definitely clear. She looks like it's about a 60-year age gap. I'm pretty sure he's got some money. And as far as him not having kids, Pop looked like, if I recall, he had a ponytail. Pop got some kids.
Right.
He got a ponytail, he got some kids.
Oh yeah? He's not just a Romeo?
No, he's not just a Romeo.
What I really enjoyed about it though was like she looked like he was afraid. I mean, she looked like she was scared. She's like, "Oh, please don't die on me now." She's like walking real careful down the aisle. And then, what did you say about their legs?
Oh, he's got 6 legs. I mean, successive legs down there. She got her legs. She's holding them on one side. His legs, he's barely holding up on his legs. And you got the young kid on the seat. That's probably his son on the other side, or his grandson.
Her brother. It was her brother.
Oh, it was her brother. Okay.
I don't even think he had any family there. He was just like, but clearly.
Poor man been kidnapped.
Yeah.
No family there. Nobody knows what he's doing.
Yeah. And the thing is too, like, real talk, guys. We see this here in the Dominican Republic.
It's reality.
Mm-hmm.
It's a reality.
Yeah. And we see it often.
Yes.
And sometimes at the bars and the restaurants, when we do see that, a lot of the expats here, like the foreigners that live here, they will be like, she doesn't want you. She only wants your money. And then some of these men here, they're like, I know that. I do feel that she only wants my money, but I get company out of it. And if they're real old, they get somebody to help cook for them, clean for them.
Yeah.
And not only that, if she has children from a prior relationship, he gets to have that youthfulness around him and maybe feel valuable or valued, even though, his money is being depleted. Like, let's really get real here. He didn't do anything for his teeth for many years. When he smiles, they're missing. So he probably is a little frugal. He looks frugal to me.
Yeah.
He looks like he's cheap.
I don't know if it's cheap or if he doesn't have the money. I mean,
Well, he's got money. We know that.
We could speculate that he has money, because that's why she's with him. Obviously, she's not with him because he's a Prince Charming.
Right.
We know that. And even if he was, today's women you don't get women just because you're a Prince Charming. You got to have money.
That's true.
So yeah,
you have to have something.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I was a gold digger. I used to hit. I would. As long as a man had money in the bank account, a really nice car, a really nice home, and I didn't care how old he was. When I was 35 years old, I dated a 75-year-old. So this is that, yes. And he was the first guy that ever made the salt and vinegar potato chips. The taste for it. Right? He was a pharmacist and everything. I really started to feel emotions for this man. I loved him. I did start having feelings for him.
Really?
Yeah, I dated him for about a year and a half.
He was 75?
75.
And you were 35?
Yeah.
Oh, so is it true, like with the worm thing, they say you get worms when you mess with the older?
Worm? What's that? I don't know what the worm thing
Cerise
is.
don't know what worms are.
No, what?
They say when you mess with older people, that older people have worms.
Worms?
You guys out there can comment on that.
I don't know what he's talking about.
They know.
I totally get where you women who are watching this may be attracted to a man who is affluent, a man who has something that can provide for you, especially if maybe you're struggling or if you're younger, you want a nicer lifestyle. And so I get where you're coming from. But I also feel at my age now, maturity and being being able to provide for myself, that I didn't gain anything from him. He bought me a car. He was smart. He wasn't buying me no brand new car for me to go around try to get some new man. So the car was broken down a little bit, and it was a beater.
Right.
And I thought to myself, I didn't even get a Mercedes. I didn't even get a BMW. He was getting more out of me than I was getting out of him romantically, but it balanced itself out. And I learned from there that you don't go after someone for their money.
I never have to worry about that.
Why?
Women coming after me for money.
Now, what if a woman here, I'm going to ask them this scenario. What if a woman feels like that for you? Like, one of these nice, beautiful women here, they go up to you and they're like, you're a nice looking guy. You take good care of yourself. What if one of those women do like you?
What, like a 20-year-old or 18, 19-year-old?
30-year-old?
30-year-old? 30-year-old is not that bad. Not,
okay.
30, I think that's when women really start to figure out, come into their own.
That's true.
When they reach their 30s. So I don't think I'm 56. I don't think that's a big age difference, but I never really thought about it, never entertained the idea, but I don't see anything
We all
wrong
know
with it.
that. No, guys, in the comments, please comment down
Yes,
below.
please
You
comment.
can tell that he's skipping and
No,
hopping over
no.
to it. You don't bring any women home?
No, I don't. No, I don't bring any women home.
Okay.
No, I'm how do you say, I'm into myself. Really. I am deeply into myself right now, and I've gone through so much, as far as debts and marriages and divorce and long-term disappointment in relationships. And I used to feel somewhat needy, like I had to be, like a certain way, and that was because I was my mother. I was a single, raised by my mother, so I was always with her, and whenever she would go out or do something that didn't involve me, I was alone, and I didn't like that feeling. So now I've learned to just appreciate being alone.
Loving your own company.
There you go.
I love that. I love my own company
Right.
too. And so now, let's say, for instance, you have a friend that is clearly being taken advantage of. What would your advice to your friend?
I say you're probably gonna hate me after this conversation, but X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and you're a dang going fool. I don't want to curse. You're being a darn fool, and you need to cut it, because I can see, but you can't. But men at our age, we tend to stay out of other people's business, because people do what they want to do.
That's
At
true.
the end of the day, and
That's true.
you're gonna cause problems between you and your friend. Yeah, because I've kind of hinted to my friends. I see them, I see a train wreck, occurring, and I try to throw hints, and kind of, a man will tell you, look, I got this. It's my business.
Right.
Stay out of it.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah. And a lot of them, they learn their lesson. But you know what I also notice? When they do get in those situations, sometimes it's exciting. They're with a new woman. She's really here. The women will treat a man just like he's a king, because she really does appreciate him. And she's not looking for as much from him as what maybe a Canadian or American woman is looking for. Like if he has a really nice car or whatever, it just needs to be a car.
Right.
You
A
know?
scooter.
A scooter. And
Scooter.
as long as he's giving her money for her family and, her nails and her hair and stuff like that, usually she's cool.
Got to take care of the family.
Right. And so I see that a lot, and it doesn't, and so a lot of the guys are like, well, if they do the lesser of the evils type of thing and they weigh the odds, it's like, well, she's not really asking for much. It's whatever I'm spending, it's on food. To get your nails done, it's cheaper here than it would be in Canada or America, the United States, and also hair. And a lot of these girls will do their own hair anyway.
$20 for a mani-pedi.
Right.
Versus $100 at home.
Right, exactly.
You think, go figure.
Right. So a lot of these guys are like, well, they're not spending much money anyway.
Right.
And so, you know, but now let's get into the next video.
Okay.
Because this is where I have some opinions.
Okay.
All right.
This one?
It's so short. It's so fast.
That was it.
Yeah.
That's only 7. I don't believe that. I don't. It looks like a
Right?
screen. It looks like a. How do you say? You know when it.
The green screen?
Yeah, it looks like the body, the head don't fit the body, and like the last video.
That one.
That one.
Yeah.
And that
But
one.
that's different, right?
Yeah, that's different.
They look like different women.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Maybe
it's just reverse. Same scenario, just reverse with a woman, older woman, and a younger man.
Yeah. But I see a lot. Being a woman here in the Dominican Republic, I see a lot of women get involved with younger men. They're very handsome. They're very charismatic. No matter where we are, they'll come up and they will talk to us. And sometimes you really have to get rough with them in order to tell them, listen, I am not interested. Because so many women are vulnerable and they're here in retirement. Their children are not here. Their grandchildren are not here. Maybe they've never had kids. And they think these men love them.
Listen, I've been here 2.5 years, almost 3 years, and every relationship that I've witnessed between an American, Dominican, Canadian, Dominican, it always ends and it's always as a result of money. When the money runs out, they're out of here. In my opinion, that's what I've seen. I haven't seen any long-lasting. I'm pretty sure there's some out there, but here, where I am, and what I've seen, they all. It's like a book. It's like a kid's story. They have a page 1, and it in the end. So.
And the moral of the story is always the same. But I dated a Dominican before. When I first got here, I'm 12 years older than him, and it worked in my favor until it didn't. You have to know when to cut those purse strings.
Right.
I paid for everything. I did everything. I didn't buy him a brand new motorcycle. I didn't take him out shopping all the time. But he did spend all his time with me, and so he had children, and he wanted me to pay his child support, and I didn't do that. He had no feelings. He had needs. And then when it was time for me to leave him, because he started to forcefully tell me I need to pay for his time. Like, I'm with you all the time. You need to pay me for my time. And he started to complain that he didn't have Jordans. He started to complain that he didn't have. I took that man right to La Fuga, secondhand store. Told him, pick out what you want. I didn't buy him anything brand new.
I would have paid him right then when he said that. I would have paid him. Well, how much you want? X. Here you go. See you later. I would never have seen him again.
That's right. Adios, amigo.
I would have paid him to leave. Get out of here.
And it was very difficult getting rid of him. I got to a point where I was like, okay, I'm good. I don't need anybody. I was learning the language, and I felt really safe here in the Dominican Republic, especially in Sosua, where we are right now. But I find that a lot of the ladies get caught up with these young men, and then it's very difficult for them to get out.
Really? They get caught. I've never. That's one of the things that was so discouraging to me. It's like they all just want money. I mean, like that's what it seems like they all want money, and once the money is, if the money is not there, you know, it's like I'm out. You know,
Right.
so
It,
it's a hard pill to swallow for me.
and you know, a lot of these young men, one thing I've noticed too, they just want material things. Half of these women that are coming down here, they don't have money. They really don't have money. And so a lot of these young men are just in it for like a pair of Jordans.
See, I'm glad you're speaking on that because women are always thinking men come here just for women. But you know, women come here for men, young men,
Yeah.
older women. And I mean, I've witnessed at the gym, I'm working out and I see these young kids in there working out and they look like professional bodybuilders. I mean, they look like sculptures. So I asked, you know, I'm like, I asked one of the guys one of the trainers, I said, them guys, who are they? They like here every morning. And he said, oh, those guys are escorts. I said, yeah, what do you mean escorts? He said, yeah, they work for a service. And the girls, you know, they have what's it called? The not Facebook, Instagram. And girls, they meet girls on Instagram from America and they come here and they go like, the girls come here and they go to the resorts. Guys meet them there. I'm like, oh, okay. Because I never see it.
Right.
You never see it. And it's like, the women are discreet.
Yes, the women are just
Secretive. So
Yeah,
they
and
go
secretive.
they go to the resort with these kids and have their fun.
Right. Now, have you ever dated an older woman?
Older woman, let's see. I can't say I have. All of my, you know, from my wife, my ex-wife, she was, you know, 4 years younger than me. And then after her, dated a young lady for 8 years. She was younger than, you know, she was like 1 year younger than me. And
How many times have you been married?
once.
Once. Okay.
I mean, it's like how many times you commit suicide. I don't want to use that word, but you can only do it once.
Right. Okay. Well, true. That's true. And you have your kids all with the same mom?
No, I have a set of twin daughters.
Shouts out.
Shouts out to Natasia and Tanasia, my babies, my grown babies at 31.
Okay.
And then my son, he just went off to college. His final year of college, he's playing football.
What position?
He plays running back.
Oh, awesome.
You know, he's really good. This is his final year.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I have two baby daddies. But I have two children, but you know, for me, it was more like, shouts out Alicia and Tyree. For me, it was, I was young mom, and then that's when no more, and that's when I started to become more involved with older men.
Right.
And I loved older men for a very long time until I actually hit like 45. And then I was like, because the older men here they tend not to take care of themselves. Right? Yeah or no?
Does that mean you say take care of, like they got like bad hygiene?
Everything. Everything. This is not to knock a lot of you older men that may be watching this here in the Dominican Republic. It's just that a lot of you guys come here to retire and you kind of let go of yourself. You feel like you're getting these women with no effort. No effort at all. Like, you don't care.
Now listen, it's good advice, guys.
Yeah.
Hearing it from a woman.
Yeah, they stop putting effort into themselves. A lot of guys will message me. They're like, because I help people find apartments here and stuff, like real estate. And a lot of those men, they'll be like, hey, Cerise, I'm coming to the Dominican Republic. Find me an apartment. I want something close to the beach because I want to go jogging every morning and I want to eat fresh fruits and vegetables. I never see them on that beach, and I live across from it. I see them on Pedro Clasante with a big old burger, a big old beer, and they're looking bigger than they were. And I shouldn't talk because I gained a lot of weight here too, which I'm losing. I just lost 16 pounds.
Guys, you need to step up your game.
They do.
Take a bath. Carry that little bottle of Scope. Listerine in your back pocket when you smoke them cigarettes. You're hearing it.
Work for it. Those women, once they see that you look like you're not taking care of yourself, they're like, well, he's not spending his money on anything. So you become a target. When you look worse, you become the best target ever. Because you don't look like you have any dignity. You look like you're half dead. You just look like you need someone. But the guys that take care of themselves, very rare do the women take advantage because they actually respect that man. He has dignity and he seems like he is taking care of him, and that means that he's going to take care of his game when he gets with her. She knows she can't run him over on anything. Well, usually.
Right.
But and what about you? When you see the older women here, don't really.
I think like my experience out here is like the older women don't have a chance. It's like the young girls are serious. Like it's like
That's
when you're
true.
27, 28. That's like you're almost out of the game, man. These guys that come here, the men that come here, they're looking for the young girls who are, I guess, somewhat impressionable.
Yes.
They don't want anybody that's got their minds made up of how things are gonna be and what,
right.
So they want, it's like older women just, I never see the older women, if they're not married, I usually see them alone.
Yes, I'm one of those. I can totally vouch for what Donnie just said. I am single. Not because I'm not looking. I mean, obviously, if I met someone that didn't go for the younger women, and most of the men try to go for younger women here, so that diminishes my opportunities to find those men. Because a lot of those men, once they're hurt, like they're done. Like they might get a woman pregnant, and I don't want a 50-something-year-old man with a 2-year-old child. And I also don't want any drama from a baby mama, but usually those men start to check me out after they've already been around the ringer.
And that's one thing I always scratch my head when I come here. I was like, it's like when you retire and you move to you relocate to another country, it's like you're coming with a clean slate, fresh start. All the mistakes I made in the past, I will definitely not create them again. I see guys in their 60s coming over here and they're making babies and they're, put on child support, and it's like, what the heck, man? Oh my gosh, oh my goodness. And it's like they fall for the okie doke, these young girls. Oh, Bobby, I love you, Bobby, I love you, Bobby, whatever, and then they fall for the okie doke, and before you know it, they have the domestics. You got the women setting him up, where the brother comes in and breaks in the safe, steals all of his money, all the jewelry, and it's like, you put yourself in these crazy situations. Like you said, you come here. I think I'm doing it best. I'm the mold. I think I'm the model. The way it should be done. Come here, and you just enjoy yourself. Enjoy the life, the last little bit of life you got in front of you.
That's true.
I'm 56. I'll round it up.
No, don't round it up. At our ages,
I'm 56.
We gotta just keep it right where it's at.
And my family, we make it out of our 60s. We're lucky. So I equate the rest of my lifespan to that. You know,
Yes.
I'm approaching the finish line, and I won't be stressed out. I won't be, you know, I don't say this with glee in my heart, but hey, you know, every moment is I'm alive. It's just like watching fireworks.
Yeah.
You know, especially looking out here at what I'm looking at.
And I'll show you guys. I'm going to take some video, you guys to see it right here as we're showing you how Donnie lives his life. And I think one of the sad things that, even though I said I'm down for younger women dating older men, I can get it because he's a provider and, you know, as long as she really is feeling him. But my heart goes out to the dudes that I see on the beach with a stroller and he can hardly hold himself up. And the woman is taking no responsibility for the child. She's on her cell phone and she's walking down the beach and, you know, the 10 steps ahead of him. And he just loves her so much because she has a beautiful body, a beautiful face. You know, she did everything to hook him by cooking and cleaning and got pregnant with his child. And he knows it's his child, you know.
And that's the luxury. I think that's the luxury that I have. I'm born in Miami, Florida, South Beach. You know, I worked, you know, on the beach. I worked everywhere. So I was surrounded by beautiful women all the time. So it's no big deal to me.
Okay. And you're
no
an
big
attractive
deal.
man, so you were probably approached from beautiful, innocent women not looking for something, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been approached by women like one time. I think she needed directions when I was working, but outside of that, no, I'm just joking.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's not true. Right. And you give her directions all the way to your house.
No.
But you see, this is something that when I see on the beach, that's when I become a little bit judgmental because I'm like, dude, look at you. And he does not look happy. One day I saw one guy walking all around the streets with a stroller looking for his baby mama. He looked frantic.
So think about it. I mean, think about that. You leave your country to escape all the crap that you just went through and got over, to come here to only do it all over again.
Amen. Oof.
Well, it makes no sense.
Right?
Yeah, it makes no sense.
And it looks really, really sad. And so I think that's where the men tend to have a tougher time than the women, because these women, like for instance, I'm 52, I'm in menopause. If I did, which I would never do, if I did get with a younger man, I'm not worried about getting pregnant. Like, bye-bye. You know, adios amigo when it's not working out, you know, but I'm not going to be left with a child. And these women can get quite harsh when they were with a man for, like, let's say anywhere from 6 months to maybe even 2 years. They know his income. They know what he's coming in and what's going out. They know his lifestyle.
And believe me, they've taken pictures of your ID. They've taken pictures of your social security. They've gone through your wallet and they've inventoried. They got everything. It's like a file. You know, you know, we all slip.
Yes.
And these women know. They know the game. So you think you could get them pregnant and then just go to the United States as long as they got your info. You know, it can be enforced. You know, we have a treaty with the United States and Dominican Republic where you will pay child support. It will be enforced. And they will garnish your wages.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I had a Canadian woman contact me, and she's like, Cerise, she was like 30, and she's like, my dad is 60 years old and he needs to pay child support, and the mother is giving him the ring around the rosy. Like, she's just telling him he needs to be sending $500 a month, and $500 is a lot of money when, you know, you're not even retired yet, because he's only 60. And so I had to help her get a lawyer so he could know his rights. Be very careful as well, because some of these women, I don't know, you probably heard about this. I'll just talk personally, actually. There was this guy, He's 36 years old. This was a year ago. And he was a taxi driver, right? So I was getting him to take me around so I could do some videos in Hawabacoa, which is like 2 hours from here, or an hour and a half from here. And I was paying him for gas and for his time. And then we were spending time together, like going out and playing pool. Like I said, like Donnie said, a lot of the women here who are like 50 something, they're either with their girlfriends or they're alone. And I don't chill with a lot of women all the time unless there's an event. So most times I am alone, and I'll hang out with my motor concho who's married, or my drivers, because I'm going places with them and getting things done for my other channel that I have. So this guy thought that because I was chilling with him so much that maybe he had a chance with me. And he tested me out by sending me a photo of his tire that was flat for his car, right?
Never seen that before.
And he's like, Amor, oh my gosh, this cost 3,000 pesos, which is almost like approximately 60 bucks. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, well, you know, do you think you can help? I said, no, that is your business. That is your investment. That is your vehicle. You are a taxi driver. If you can't afford to pay for your own vehicle, then you're in the wrong business. And then he's like, can you lend me the money? And I'm like, for what? Right? And I did. I lent him the money. And I said to him, you can pay me back 1,000 pesos a week. That's 20 bucks a week.
Did it happen?
Oh, it did, but it took about 8 weeks.
That's why, look, that story right there cracks me up, because people will call you, they'll send you a photo of a kid in the hospital with an IV, and they'll say, oh, my baby's in the hospital, can you send me, can you help me, whatever. You just, you know, you want to be nice, and you want to help out, and you want to be, you want to do the right thing, but it's like when you sing the same script over and over and over again, it's like they all have the same playbook. Yes. They all have the same playbook. Either my mama's sick, my grandmama died, my baby's in the hospital, my baby needs. It's always something. Yes. It's always something, and it's like, you know, you just have to learn to say, I'm sorry this has happened to you. I hope it works out. I don't have anything right now. Right. And I remember one of my guy friends, you know, he's like, Cerise, what should I do? Because he really wanted to help her, but his intuition was telling him that it was not real. And I'm like, you know what, if you really want to help, kudos to you, but ask her for a little bit of a video, not just a photo of video, you know, this situation. Ask for, like, if she says she's in the hospital and, you know, she's sick, take a video and show that she's actually in the hospital, and it's not just a photo of something in her arm getting blood or something like that. And I do have to say that people that come here to the Dominican Republic, they're not going to Turks and Caicos. They're not going to Dubai. They're coming here for a better standard of living. They're coming here to pay less, not more. Right. So many people who are retired, they don't have it like that. Many people, and they have a budget, and they bought their home. That's where they put. That's where they put their money. They're happy, and they live on their budget every month, and they don't have a lot to give out. So they're not being cheap. They're just being logical. And then, you know, some of these women, they think, oh, this guy's just being cheap because he was so nice to her when they went out on dates, and he bought her any food she wanted, lobster, champagne, and that's because he budgeted that into the date. Right. But a lot of these women, you know, now what they're asking for usually is not so much in the grand scheme of things, because again, an American woman or a Canadian woman, they don't take them to McDonald's. Don't take them to just a normal restaurant with a nice view. They want the keg. Do you guys have keg? Keg in America? Keg South? The keg restaurant? We have Keg South, and it's a restaurant, you know, but it's not upscale. No. Okay. It's like a bar. Okay, this one is upscale.
like $75 for a steak.
See, I don't remember the last time I paid $75 for a dinner for two.
Right.
So
Right.
so I've never fallen for the, we gotta go to, like, I've never been to the Cheesecake Factory because I always thought it was like an expensive high-end restaurant, but now I hear, women in America are saying that's
Don't take me
cheap. Yeah,
to the
not
Cheesecake Factory.
I'm like, okay.
That's what they say. I've never been there, but
But
it
I'm
is on
very,
there.
I'm simple.
Right. But you treat yourself good.
Yeah, I treat myself good. That's it.
Yeah.
What more can you ask?
Yeah. And I know a lot of you guys watching out there, some of you have been put in positions where you're being used. But our next video next week, we're going to do it on someone being used. And we'll talk about our opinions then,
Okay.
because I think that's definitely something that has a benefit to it, but then also a negative. But if you guys have ever been used or really put through the ringer, put your comments down below. If you know someone that has, put your comments down below. And if you have any advice for anyone, I mean,
You got a video.
right?
Send it.
Dang it. Yeah. If you have any videos, send them to us. Absolutely.
Right now we just kind of going off the top of our heads, and more content we get, the smoother our broadcast will become.
That's right. And remember, guys, this is our first video.
Right.
We didn't talk about this before the video either.
Correct.
Yeah.
We're ad-libbing.
Yes. Improvising.
Improvise.
Yeah, but I just said the videos to Donnie, and I was like, we're going to have a lot of content because it never gets old. Right? We'll talk about some stories too that we've heard here, but also crime. True crime is a huge topic out there, and you are ex-law enforcement.
Right.
So guys, definitely send us your videos, send us your stories, anything that you have to share with us. We're going to put our email addresses down below in the description, and please share with us. We really want to hear your experiences as well. All right. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. See you next time.
Yes. Donnie?
Cerise.
All right, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.